Good evening and thank you for joining us. The Senate expense scandal is now the subject of a criminal investigation. The RCMp today confirmed it's taking a serious look into the involvement of the Prime Minister's office. The Mounties want to know who knew what when it comes to that $90,000 check that swept away Senator Mike Duffy's financial problems. Global National's Mike Couture is following this top story for us tonight. Mike.
Well, Robin, some have suggested until now this whole backroom deal has been treated as an internal matter to be examined by the ethics officer. But now that the RCMp is involved, opposition parties say it's finally being taken seriously.
Have you been contacted by the RCMp for anything, sir?
He's silent now, but Mike Duffy might be forced to answer questions about his deal with Nigel Wright when the RCMp starts asking. Today, the Mounties confirmed a criminal investigation has been launched looking into the $90,000 check the Prime Minister's former Chief of Staff gave to Senator Duffy.
The Prime Minister rather arrogantly said in London yesterday that he would answer no more questions. He has a lot to answer for.
Many Conservatives were unaware of the investigation and unwilling to talk about it.
What? Nigel Wright is under RCMp investigation.
Now that we're dealing with a police investigation into the Prime Minister's office.
The issue dominated question period, but the NDP gave the government some ammunition with an embarrassing incident involving their leader. Thomas Mulcair reportedly blew through several stop signs on Parliament Hill today and refused to pull over for the RCMp.
Mr. Speaker, why is it that the NDP thinks, from not paying their taxes to not pulling over to the RCMP, why is it that the NDP thinks that they're above the law?
Clearly trying to change the channel, Conservatives orchestrated this on the way into the House.
What is your reaction to the RCMP investigation into the Chief of Staff?
Some even sought out the cameras for attention. That's Conservative Greg Rickford flashing the sign over Charlie Angus's shoulder. Now, Mulcair skipped out on question period today, only issuing an apology. Still, his party tried to keep the focus on the problems in the PMO.
The Conservatives are used to being able to just throw mud and change the channel, but it's not working, and it's actually undermining the credibility of the Prime Minister here, because this is about a major, unprecedented scandal that happened under his watch.
Now, in addition to the RCMp probe, today we learned from Deloitte that the audit of Pamela Wallen's travel expenses should be ready by the end of July, and Senate leaders are trying to make sure it will be made public as soon as it's ready. Robin?
Mike Couture in Ottawa tonight. Thanks, Mike.